So, hello everyone and welcome to this trip report on board FR9845, taking us from Santander to Manchester. This is a Ryanair flight. You can see there is the S4 bus that runs every 40 minutes with a PVR of one bus. The journey time is 10 minutes, a 10-minute layover, and then 20 minutes, so it's like 20-minute rotations. You can see here, this is the tarmac, Azul handling, or Atul handling, blue handling. Ryanair has taken ownership of the colour blue. So you can see some GA aircraft there. Santander Airport, obviously not very big at the moment. You can see there isn't a single aircraft on any of the stands, so there's nothing coming. There's nothing in at the moment. Our flight is in 1 hour and 50 minutes. So we will be heading into the terminal very, very shortly. But I thought I'd just show you those two planes up there. It's quite a circuitous loop the bus makes just there, because obviously the car park's in the middle. You can see there's even some buses, the typical co buses you see at the airport. There's cycle lanes and you can walk from here. So I'll just go up to those planes and then we'll head back. So luckily we actually got windows 30. So Ryanair all of a sudden has started being very generous to us. So usually they never give us a window seat. I usually have my seat, but these days it's kind of like really justify the extra 10 quid. But it gave me a window seat, and on the side we wanted as well. So happy enough. It's 32F. Wouldn't be my first preference of like being all the way at the back. But look, it's on the right side, which is what we wanted, because the plane is going to go up and then to the right, which will give you views of Santander. And then if we have a westerly approach into Manchester, it circles Manchester from the right as well, which gives us good views of the whole city of Manchester. And obviously that means the wind in one of the directions have to be in our favour, but it is the prevailing winds, so the odds are in our favour. There is Aena, obviously, who run the airport. So there we go. There are the two aircraft. They're both some sort of military jets. The other one is a propeller plane of sorts. There's a playground there, and you can see the control tower, and then it's kind of the airport's size is similar to Frankfurt Hahn. You can see it's like a little metal box kind of thing. We're flying on a 7-year-old Boeing 737-800. Maltese is registered, I think it's 9HQCN if I'm not mistaken. The details will be in the description anyway, for the stat nerds, as they call them within Ryanair. So there's the S4 bus, that's operated by ALSA. It has an interesting orange livery, it's Mercedes-Benz Citaro 530. Usually there's just a normal livered bus, but that one's there in the orange livery for the airport. So our aircraft as well is due to come in at, this is usually 25-minute turn times for Ryanair, so it's due to come in at 15:15, back out at 15:40. Seems to be on time. So interestingly, this rotation is interesting because it went from Manchester to Knock and back from Knock to Manchester, and then there's a 2-hour period where the plane's just sitting on this tarmac. Very unusual for Ryanair. They tend to be very efficient with their aircraft utilization. This one's a bit strange how it's being utilised. But look, that's what it is. And then also, once we're down to Manchester, because I have another flight back there to Dublin, which I won't be filming because we've got a night seat. I'm not too bad, we've flown that loads of times before. We're going to head to Manchester Runway Park and take a look there. That's open till later, so probably just walk it. I think there's a bus as well. I'll see what Google Maps says is the quickest. But yeah, let's tune in at the terminal. Only 3 flights today, and there's one to Manchester. You can see there, so the other flights are both internal, domestic flights to Gran Canaria and Madrid. So yeah, there's not many flights from the Santander Airport. Most of them are domestic, operated by Iberia and Vueling. And then Ryanair, which is mostly UK and Ireland. So you can see here we're in airside, and it is quite small indeed. There is exactly 6 gates. 5 of them are obviously Schengen, no passport control, and then there's one gate there with passport control. So you go through passports once they start boarding, and then you show your passport and you board as well. It's a bit of a different design. Maybe it's 2 gates. Maybe it's interesting enough. It kind of makes sense though, because most flights here are domestic, but yeah, very small indeed.
Manchester, flight time's not too bad, take off touchdown 1:50, we'll be up at 38,000 feet today. Collie John's in the flight master of the cruise, he'll keep me updated. Austin's in charge of safety in the cabin, very shortly Manchester investigating team. Lastly, starting the safety briefing. Even if you have heard it before, appreciate it. Just offer the crew a couple minutes of your attention please whilst they run through all the safety features that we've got fitted on board today. That's all from us at the front for now, thank you for listening, we're to flight, speak to you again.
Devices such as mobile flight mode may be used throughout the flight. Please select flight mode now and hold your device securely or place it in a pocket. If your device or its battery is damaged, hot, produces smoke, is lost or falls into the seat structure, please inform the cabin crew immediately. Larger devices, including laptops, must be switched off and stowed in your cabin baggage for takeoff and landing. Thank you for your attention. Please sit back, relax and enjoy the flight.
And ladies and gentlemen, on this type of aircraft there are 8 emergency exits, 2 in the front, 4 in the middle and 2 in the rear. And the life jacket is in the panel above your head unless it is instructed by a cabin crew. Thank you.
May we have your complete attention as we demonstrate
Por favor, retiren sus auriculares. Es importante que presten atención a las instrucciones de seguridad a bordo de este avión, que podrían ser diferentes a otros aviones en los que hayan volado con anterioridad. Todas las salidas de emergencia se encuentran indicadas con la señal roja Exit. El camino de luces a lo largo del pasillo les guiará en caso de emergencia hacia la salida más cercana. Las salidas de emergencia se encuentran localizadas a ambos lados del avión, en la parte delantera, sobre las alas y en la parte trasera de la cabina. Todas ellas se encuentran indicadas en la tarjeta de seguridad. Su salida más cercana puede que esté detrás suya. En caso de evacuación, deberá dejar a bordo del avión todas sus pertenencias. Para abrochar el cinturón de seguridad, inserte el extremo metálico en la hebilla y ajústelo tirando del final del mismo. Para desabrocharlo, levante la tapa de la hebilla. En el caso de una pérdida de presión en la cabina, las mascarillas de oxígeno caerán automáticamente del panel encima de sus cabezas. Permanezca sentado y tire firmemente de la mascarilla para iniciar el flujo de oxígeno. Coloque la mascarilla sobre su nariz y boca, ajústela tirando de la goma elástica y respire con normalidad. No se preocupe si la bolsa no se infla, el oxígeno está fluyendo. Póngase su mascarilla antes de ayudar a otros. Los chalecos salvavidas se encuentran en un bolsillo debajo de su asiento o en el panel encima de su cabeza. En caso necesario, saque el chaleco de la bolsa e introduzca la cabeza por la apertura. Lleve la cinta alrededor de su cintura, abrochándolo en la parte delantera. Para inflar el chaleco, tire firmemente de la argolla roja. Hay un tubo para inflar o desinflar y una luz para llamar la atención. No infle su chaleco hasta que esté fuera del avión. Antes del despegue, por favor, estudie la tarjeta de seguridad localizada en su asiento, ya que incluye información de seguridad importante de este tipo de avión. Es esencial que siga las instrucciones de seguridad indicadas por la tripulación. Recordamos que no está permitido fumar a bordo. Su equipaje de mano deberá estar adecuadamente colocado en los compartimentos superiores o debajo del asiento delantero sin bloquear el pasillo ni salidas. Por favor, asegúrense que sus cinturones están abrochados, sus mesas plegadas, reposabrazos bajados y persianas de las ventanillas abiertas. Por su seguridad, les recomendamos dejen sus cinturones abrochados durante el vuelo. Aparatos electrónicos como tablets y teléfonos móviles pueden ser usados en modo vuelo. Por favor, seleccionen el modo vuelo y mantengan su dispositivo controlado o guárdenlo en un bolsillo. Si alguno de sus dispositivos electrónicos o su batería sufriese algún tipo de daño, se calentase, desprendiera humo, lo perdiesen a bordo o cayese dentro de la estructura del asiento, deberán informar inmediatamente a la tripulación de la cabina. Dispositivos más grandes como ordenadores deberán ser apagados y guardados en su equipaje de mano durante el despegue y aterrizaje. Gracias por su atención, por favor siéntense, relájense y disfruten del vuelo.
Can we proceed to departure, please?
Cabin crew, cease for landing, please.
Ryanair welcomes you to Manchester where the local time is 10 to 5. Please remain seated with your seatbelt securely fastened to the aircraft has come to a complete stop and the seatbelt sign has been switched off for you. Please exercise extreme caution when opening the overhead lockers. Item may have dislodged, fall down, and cause injuries. For passengers who smoke, please refrain from doing so until you have reached the designated smoking areas. For more information on car, hotels, new routes, and careers, don't hesitate to visit our website, ryanair.com. We do apologize for this delay. We hope it didn't cause much inconvenience. On behalf of the captain, the first officer, and especially you on board with today, we would like to thank you for flying with us. It was a pleasure looking after you and hope to see you soon on one of your future flights. Once again, welcome to Manchester. Have a good day. Please remain seated.
So you might remember we were here from a previous trip report 1 month ago. I'm back here and I'm going to head towards the Airport Runway Park and hopefully we'll find a way there. So we've arrived from our flight from Santander to Manchester. We have a 3-hour layover. Well, when I say 3-hour layover, make that about 2 hours now. Well, it's a 4 hour, but it's already nearly It's 5:45, we need to be back there at 8:30. We have 2 hours. We're walking to the Runway Park. I'm confused if the Runway Park is even open because on Google Maps it says it closes at 4. Last year, it's due to August, it was open until 8 PM. They haven't updated for 2025, but we'll see anyway. We have time to kill. And basically, at the moment, we're kind of walking on this solid island. I'm not sure this is the right way to go. Basically, Google Maps we can do this massive detour up there through the overpass, and that's walking wise is going to add some time to our journey. We'll have taken the bus, but you have to wait till 6 o'clock for the bus. Not much point there. So yeah, we're walking this way, and then we have to kind of loop around. Won't spend too long there, probably about 20 minutes, half an hour, just to kind of check it out. And let's cross over here. I don't know why Google Maps doesn't register this as a footpath and as a walkable place. Kind of annoying today with the flight is that the GoPro had the rubber thing, rubber protector that covers it. I went to the bathroom, when I came back it was missing. I don't know if the person that was sitting beside me took it. It was in the middle of someone in the aisle, because I checked there once people got off, I checked underneath, it wasn't there. Checked all the pockets, everything like that. I know for sure I had it when I got on the plane, so it's very odd, it's disappeared. It's a bit annoying. I have a spare one, I don't know where it is, I have to go look for it. I was going to buy one on Amazon, we have to buy the case as well, which I don't really need, so it's a bit of a waste. But yeah, so a bit annoyed about that, because now I have to carry out the GoPro. It has a lens protector, which look, it is what it is. So basically, they have to pretty much circle the circumference of the airport road. I'm hoping that it's all paved. If it's not, I'm not really going to be walking along non-paved roads. And I'll show you the Runway Park, and then we shall conclude this trip report. That flight was operated by Malta Air, so as Malta's for aircraft. It was the same when we were flying from Dublin to Santander. That was also Malta aircraft, didn't have the livery, but still a Malta airplane. As you can see, Manchester Airport, when we were landing and taxiing, was very busy, so we stopped off in Greg's there. Greg's selection was very bare, so I decided to get it now than on the way back, in case also just don't have time on the way back. This is a bit tight. Not my finest ideas for sure. There's an Optare Solo, but yeah folks, I think maybe we'll try to get the staff car park bus on the way back, or the car park bus, because I don't know if you need a ticket for that, but it's usually free if you hop on, you know, chance your arm, because I'm sure the car park's somewhere along here. Let's save this time walking. Was that a hair there? Hit away. Didn't like to look at me. But yeah, let's just cross back into the solid island, because I prefer to walk on that than the grass. But there's a pavement here on the left. Cool. So I think this is the reason that it was showing us not to go this way, because this road is closed. And I think there is a footpath down there. Oh Jesus Christ. But it seems to be closed off, so we'll have to just go on this for a tad bit. But yeah, so that's basically why we're telling us to do that detour. It's quite warm in Manchester. It's very foggy in Milan, and it's kind of the same as in Spain. I guess that's two things: sunny Manchester, it's not really sunny, it's warm. So yeah, let's hope we don't end up having to realise halfway that's just like no footpath, because that would be annoying. But yeah, basically now we kind of have to circle back. It's saying about 40 minutes, so at least you know that's saves a bit of the journey time. And the building there, mostly there's a payment there before, I'm just hoping that payment there comes in at some point. So yeah, I'll kind of update you as I keep walking. No point just showing you the same road. So this here is the Jet to Chewy spot. Obviously this is kind of like a charter holiday spot. Sun Express is there as well. You might remember this from our 757 trip report from January 2024. Which if you haven't seen, do check it out. We've also built a new road there, which will save us a bit of circling around and also walking on bloody mud. We'll go down the way back. But anyway, let's continue up straight this way, as you can see, Runway Visitor Park. So you can see there the sign, Runway Visitor Park. It'd be nice to actually have a bicycle, or even rent a bicycle, cycle, and just do this walk. It's not the nicest when you're carrying luggage and all that jazz. But we should be there in about 90 minutes according to Google. So I think we are here at the Runway Park. You can see here some old planes. We have a, I want to say that's a DC-8, I don't know, but I'm pretty sure that there is a Monarch 767. So, yep, I seen this originally 2 years ago, so it's nice to actually get to see it in person. I'm not sure if this is open or not, so it's open until 8 o'clock, perfect. So this is the Runway Park anyway. You can see here this plane. There's a bus stop, but I don't actually know what bus stop's there, and there's like a playground with an actual plane. Quite odd. So, what's this? Public transport in this area. Yeah, there's some bus that doesn't go to the airport. Anyway. So, yeah, this here is the Fly Monarch, and we'll see what it says about that. Oh, okay. McDonnell Douglas DC-10. Didn't know that Monarch had those. So you can see here the technical specifications. I'll screenshot this, I'm not going to read this, my phone's on 30% battery. Didn't have time. So yeah, there you go. Anyway, there is what I think looks like a DC-8. So yeah, good thing that the runway is open still. I guess because June is, I had two options basically. I could have got the 7:45 flight or the 9:45 flight. Now obviously 3 hour layover is a bit tight if there's any delays. And June is the longest time of the year, so I was like, you know what, this is a good time to go to the Runway Visitor Park, because it's just enough time if a flight's on time, which it was. About like 10 minutes delay, which I don't even know what they apologise about. 10 minute delay, like no one's going to die over a 10-minute delay. Which yeah. So we have the operations here. We have a few shots anyway, but we'll just explore this. It's quite a cool little. Have they changed runway operations? Because I swear they were on westerlies, and if I'm not mistaken, I think that's easterly. Yeah, because the sun's over there, so that's westerly, which means that they're on easterlies now. So they switched the runways since we landed on 23L or 25L, one of those. 25 right, sorry, or 22 right. We landed on the westerly right runway. Anyway, so which is good though, because actually you need these to the operations for the Runway Park, which is not ideal because it's only 30% of the time you get those usually. So odds aren't exactly in your favour, but they were today, considering they were in westerlies earlier. So we'll take a look here at the information. Obviously you can't climb any of these aircrafts. What I'll do is I'll take a picture, let you guys read through those. We have Mezzi's Aviation, they've been doing ground handling for a while, as have Swissport. So here we have the Nimrod XV231, and here we have the Hawker Trident. So yeah, and there is the Monarch DC-10. Oh, so that's a Trident 3B. Looks like a British aircraft of sorts. So this is the viewing terrace, as you can see here. Dublin's actually meant to be getting something like that as well soon. Bloody hell, my DSLR is getting off me, and that's going to bloody... Anyway. So folks, that's really the Runway Visitor Park in a nutshell. So you can see planes landing, taking off, kind of usual stuff. It's quite busy. There's an aviation shop down there, cafe, everything like that. And hopefully you enjoyed this trip report video. And we're going to take this off the bucket list. Make sure to like, subscribe, comment, and until next time, bye for now.